I do want to mention that they caught the suspect in the Charlie Kirk shooting. They have caught the suspect. As we know, initially they caught somebody right when it happened. You know, they detained. I'm gonna say they detained someone, but it turned out not to be the suspect after investigation, and they released that individual. But they have captured the alleged shooter. I think they said that this particular individual told his dad what he allegedly did. His dad called one of their friends who was a pastor, and they called authorities to get him turned in. As you enter this live, go ahead, hit up the chat, man. Let me know you in the building. As you enter this live, go ahead, hit up the chat and let me know that you in the house. I thank y'all for the continued support. I thank y'all for the continued support. As I say, I'm having a great day. I'm having a good day because every day for me above ground is a good day. Every day that I wake up is a win. Because guess what? I got another opportunity to get things either right or even make things better in my own life, right? I hope that y'all are having a good day as well. As you enter this live, go ahead, hit up the chat. Let me know you're in the building. Go and look through my channel as well. And if it's fit for you, subscribe to the channel. I'm one of the ones who speak the truth. I'm not paid by nobody. I speak of my own mind and my own accord. I'm what you call a free thinker. But as we know, I was speaking about, I think in the last live I did, I was speaking about the Charlie Kirk situation, right? He was speaking at the university, and while speaking, you know what happened, exactly what happened. And he was unalive, and the hunt was on. DTI Blossom said, hello. Hey, DTI, welcome to the live. We appreciate you. I appreciate you. But I want to talk about today, they captured the suspect, is a white male. I think they said he's 22 years old. I do want to mention, right before they say, OMG, hi. I do want to mention, right, before they captured the actual suspect, there was a lot of rhetoric about the Democrats did it, and then we hate the Democrats. It even went as far as they wanted to attack Black people, as always, and they sent threats out to HBCUs. And you don't know what HBCUs are. There are historically Black colleges and universities. So there was a lot of threats made against Black people, against Black universities. Some of the Black universities decided to shut down, and even other universities shut down, you know, just for precautionary measures. So this is real serious. My class in second grade learned that. Yeah, it's sad. We had a DT Blossom said their second grade class. So I guess DT as a teacher had learned about the situation. Yeah, it's serious, man. It's real serious. But they did find the actual suspect. The actual suspect. Excuse me, y'all. The actual suspect is that white people being mean and disrespectful to people like you. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that, Blossom. So the actual suspect is actually a white male. I think he's 22 years old. He is a Republican. Let me clear that up. He is a Republican. He's a registered Republican. His families, they're registered Republicans as well. So despite the rhetoric that was put out, the leftists did it, and then, you know, Black people did it. I'm just glad that they didn't pay a Black person to do it, because then it would have actually looked like it was Black people who did that. His dad is hardcore left. No, they're all Republicans, man. Do your research, man. He's a Republican. His dad is, they all Republicans. They all vote Republicans, man. So, but this is the thing. Let me continue on. He is a Republican, right? His dad is also a Republican. His entire family are Republicans, man. But needless to say, his dad didn't do it. He did it. Okay, y'all gonna keep the same. He wrote fastest on the bullet, clearly left. Listen, this is the thing, man. A lot of racist white people try to create the narrative that black people did it. We don't roll like that, man. You can even study our history, man. We don't roll like that for the most part. But anyway, that's not even the topic. Charlie Kirk lost his life. You know, that wasn't necessary. But this is the reality that we live in. President Trump controls the thermostat of the United States. And President Trump's, the temperature that he got it at is clearly racist because we have a racist president. So the climate is more racist and more radical under President Trump than it's been in a long time. Thank you. You know, people want to say, well, y'all only 13% and y'all have 70% of the homicides. Right. And that is a problem that we have to deal with, man. You didn't say anything wrong, but I'm talking about pure wickedness and evilness. We didn't enslave white people. So those are the real issues. And yeah, we got issues, right, to deal with. But those issues are by design. Those issues, and you probably ain't ready for this information, you know, because you're so far under Trump's butt that you won't be open to the truth and what's going on. Yes, we got problems in the inner city. That's without a doubt. Trump has proven himself. Y'all say this every day, prove it. Everything he does is to attack black people and black cities. I'm not going to keep wasting my time with prove it. I want to talk about this suspect, man, because some of y'all is racist to the core. Some of y'all, and y'all come out here and say, show how you racist. That's why y'all vote for him. No matter what he do, this man is a 34 count convicted felon. A lot of y'all got on my live and lied. He was never convicted. Either y'all don't know or y'all just that ignorant. You know what I'm saying? So it's either one or the two. Either way, you got to do your own research. President Trump is a 34 count convicted felon. So you can't be mad at felons because it said no victim, man. Y'all always say that, man. I'm a proud black man. I'm an original man. How can I be upset or disappointed? I'm not one of the ones that say we got to pure our race because we're going to lose on. I don't, because I'm a black man, and can't nobody make a black man but a black man. Nobody can. White people can't make black people. So stop with that stuff, man. And I hate to got to tell y'all this every day, but that's how y'all try to bring to the table. You're a victim. I'm not a victim. I'm original man, Asiatic black man. But I thank y'all for your support. You know, I thank y'all. Somebody said being black don't mean anything, but it caused y'all to hate us so bad. It means something to you, right? And y'all try to, you know, use it and say black meant curse or black meant this with all negativity. The black cats, it was a lot of efforts, man. And then the big one is how y'all try to put up a white Jesus and know that's a lie from the pits of hell. But I ain't gonna keep going on that. I'm gonna continue on. Y'all ain't ready for me, man. Y'all not ready for me. Y'all ready for them people that's trying to kowtow to y'all and say, yo, we want to love. I don't look to eat dinner with y'all. I'm not trying to hang out with y'all. If y'all respect me, then yeah, y'all get the love and respect back. But I'm not begging to be a side of y'all, man. I'm not one of the ones that beg for that, man. Why? Because I know who I am. And this does mean something. Black does mean something to y'all. That's why the hatred is so real. Quentin, that's a problem, man, within our community because a lot of us don't know who we are, right? That's why they said self-love and self-knowledge. So, Quentin, you speaking the truth. You said, why do we kill each other? And that's a problem amongst my people. I'm not afraid to say that. That is a problem amongst my people, right? But it still has been set up. It's by design. And once we got to learn the design, man. Black folks didn't design the way that is. Black folks didn't design the hood and the way that mentality is. It was learned by other people. But that's another one, Quentin. But I thank you for sharing that. I thank you for sharing that, Quentin. You hit the nail on the head. And when you write and speaking to me, I'm gonna say that's factual, man. You don't get hurt. Thank you, Blossom, for sharing that. Madam, you so far out the loop, man. You don't know what you talking about, man. You telling me to read something, right? Which is encouraging to tell somebody to read something, but you got to know what you're talking about before you come and say read something. You don't have a clue. I don't know if you was on the last live, but I had a school y'all on the Democrats and Republican Party. I don't represent either. I'm a free thinker. I don't look at Trump and say, Trump, what did you say? And then agree with everything Trump say. I'm not that dude. Madam, you must be still ignorant because you said ignorant like me. See how y'all come with the negativity? That be that undercover racism. And you can't hide it for so long. But when I speak the truth, it's going to make you bring that racism out, bring that hate. Who did this black man think he is? He's an original man. And if you don't like it, get over it. That's where I'm at with it. Easier to get out the hood than you think. Johnny, it is easier to get out of the hood, but it ain't just that though, Johnny. That's how I know you don't clearly understand it, just to get out the hood, right? Because it's still gonna be obstacles. Even if you reach Jay-Z's level, there will be obstacles. But I'm not saying give up. That's not what I'm saying. You're missing the point. So it's by design. It's by design. And black people don't own nothing, even to the level of Jay-Z. I mean, they do own something, but they don't control anything. We would have to have a talk about that, Johnny, but I appreciate the system is no longer set up against you. The system is. And that's why President Trump is trying to roll some stuff back. Thank you, Johnny, because we made a lot of progress in this country. But now under Trump, he's trying to roll some of that back. That's why he want to attack Black history. He want to attack, all these different systems that made, and it still ain't perfect, but that made the little progress that we made. Trump is trying to roll those back because that's the hatred and racism in his heart. And then some of his followers, not all, it's some good white people in the world who don't try to speak down on black people. Every time something happens, a black person, like y'all did with this Charlie Kirk thing. A lot of y'all try to put it on black people. But guess what? It's a white 22-year-old individual. Why did they make these threats against these black HBCUs? Velma, don't just say I'm wrong. You say why I'm wrong, and you put in the comment why. That's what y'all do, man. And you can't tell me hatred and racism does not exist in 2025 because it exists in some of y'all heart. I see it right in the comments. I'm not a Democrat. I don't follow that. I follow the truth. And I know what we got in this White House is trash, right? He talking about make America great again. What he really thought he was saying was make America white again. And since he made America white again or making it white again, it has been nothing but tragedy. We got people in the White House leaking classified information, but he said they was going to be the smarter of the smart. Be real tomorrow. Did your last president come? We're not talking about the last. See, that's what y'all do, man, because y'all can't focus on this piece of trash. And then he all up in the Epstein's files. I don't really care about that, but y'all making all excuses for this racist piece of trash president. Y'all make excuses, right? And don't want to be real with yourselves. All you got to do is be real with yourselves, man. Devil worshipers came in all Hawks GM said devil worshipers can't come in all races. Exactly. But for the most part, where you go? For the most part, right? You said you're a Freemason. Who practiced that the most, man? Speak it in this chat, man. Trump is the worst president ever, man. How can you say a racist president is the best president? But I know because some of y'all feel that same way, man. But I'm gonna finish. And he going against the Constitution. These good Christians, we believe in the right thing. Trump do all kind of wrong, and y'all agree with him. Somebody said MAGA. Listen, man, I respect and appreciate everything y'all, the energy that y'all have. Support Trump. I don't have any problem with it. I just don't support him because I know God has gave me eyes to see I see right through him, right? It ain't no love for this, talking about love for the country. Anytime the Supreme Court rule against him, he go against the Supreme Court. Anytime a federal judge rule against him, he go against federal judges. So don't talk about this best president and doing the right. Y'all believe in the right thing. Y'all are far from that. He said blacks are becoming MAGA. Oh man, not this one here, man. Not this real one that's woke, you know, knowledge, got knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. No, I don't. I'm not with that. I don't hate nobody though, because that's what Trump teaches y'all to do. Hate black people, hate Mexicans, hate the LGBTQ community. So y'all are full of hate, man. Get that hate out your heart, man. Or throw your Bible away. If y'all gonna practice that hate, throw your Bible away, throw your fake Christianity away, and get that white Jesus up off of that wall. I don't think any political figure has the people of America's. Michael Watt, you said a good thing, right? It ain't about a party, man, because some of them just want to get elected, and you hit the nail on that. I'm not here advocating for no party. I'm speaking against a current administration and the stuff that they're doing to make them feel empowered when they have nothing. Music Man, good point. Every idle word, my friend. Yeah, he said every idle word. I guess he was saying something from before that. But I thank y'all, man. If y'all be honest with yourself, Trump can do a lot better amongst people. Even in marginalized black people, attacking black cities. There's nothing that I see. Just me, because this is Mark B's perspective. Somebody said Trump love all of us. That's a lie from the pits of hell, man. Trump got nothing but hate in his heart. When did he start loving, man? He cared about his family, billionaire friends. That's it. Trump family, and his bill. He don't even care about y'all. Quentin said, to be fair, the only federal judge he's been going after, the ones that have been stepping outside the jury. He went after the Supreme Court, man. He done told people in his own party, if y'all don't vote this way, that's what he did in the beautiful bill. You need to be paying attention, man. Y'all been rocked to sleep. I know a lot of y'all been rocked to sleep with the lies that he gonna do this. Trump gonna help us. He love us. Trump has not done one thing to benefit y'all, period. And this economy going to go down the hill, man. He can't even stop the wars, man. Putin told Trump, get out my face, you peon. Putin is treating Trump like a peon. Santa said Trump is beyond dimension, beyond redemption. His dimension only pushes, it's dimension and it's the hatred in his heart, man. Why so much hate? And then they call somebody a fool. These are the lovable Christians, man, coming on here. But see, I know the truth hurts, man, y'all, because it don't hurt me. I know the truth. It hurts y'all. That's why y'all resort to these name callings and you fool, you this and that. Just speak, man. Aaron said Trump had no morals. He lacked empathy. Agents of evil come in all color. Hawks, that's a fact. Hawk said agents of evil come in all colors, right? But we know black people ain't running nothing in this country, right? And so the wickednesses are in high places. So let's not forget that, man. Don't come with half truths. Speak the truth, the unadulterated truth. So help you God, man. Nothing. Blossom said, be nice to Mark. He did nothing to you to do the step act. Trump did it. Look it up. Trump ain't did nothing good, man. Trump ain't did nothing good. Farmers are struggling. Farmers are struggling. And these white, black, or any kind of, Kama couldn't even talk without hate, or she was never hateful, man. That's a lie. That's a narrative. That's why I say some of y'all can't think for yourself. Because if you would, you would say, what did she say that was hateful? You can't point one thing out. She point out his hate, and she told y'all what Trump was going to do, as he's doing now, going after his political enemies. They the one come up with the enemy within. That ain't come from Harris. That came from Trump. And y'all just back it, man. So I'm gonna get back to this Trump stuff. Somebody said Trump's get off hurting others. Let me get finished to the suspect, man, because people were so mad when Charlie Kirk got killed that they was going to attack black people. Black people did it, and they threatened HBCUs and all that. To come to find out is a 22-year-old white guy, Tyler Robinson, right? Who's actually a registered Republican. Let's not forget that. Let's not, thank you, Blossom, appreciate it. And Marlon Manson would dance on the graves of depopulation. Race has become our cage. Conservative, okay. Oh, please. Man, what I do want to thank y'all, man. Let me say this. I want to thank y'all, man, from the bottom of my heart for y'all coming through and at least listening, man. There's some good people on here. He was a registered. See how y'all try to twist the truth and the lies? He was a registered Republican, man. He was a Republican. So this is the thing anyway. The 22-year-old is the one who allegedly shot him. They got him. They say he was on the roof, jumped down, ran. He left the gun, and they got the weapon. His parents were Republicans. That's a fact. That's a fact. What registered or not, but those were his viewpoints. So Darren said something negative. See, that's the hatred in your heart. I'm a liberal. He's not a registered. He wasn't a liberal. All I'm saying is he wasn't a Democrat, as a lot of y'all tried to say. And he by far he wasn't black, how some of y'all tried to say. He was a black man. That black man killed Charlie and tried to create a race war, man. And that's sad. Yeah. Antifa, okay, his parents were Republican. He was not a Democrat. See, with these lies, that's why on my podcast, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring the truth, man, because Fox Network is fake news. They got lawsuit. Y'all research this. Fox News is fake news. They got the biggest lawsuit out of any of the networks, and I bet you y'all didn't know that. Conservative radio is right with them, but I see that's where a lot of y'all get y'all information. A lot of my black friends say that they heard the same thing. A lot of my white friends said they did not hear that. AI bots are trying. Right. Oh, and that was a good point, because depending on where you at, probably your demographics and what information they're going to filter to us. And that's a fact. They're going to filter to us. So they want to keep us at odds with each other, right? They want to keep us at odds with one another. But one thing I'm going to make sure I do on here, first of all, I'm going to debunk any negativity, any negative stereotypes about black people or brains or any of that stuff that has been taught by white America. I'm going to debunk that right here, right? Because I'm a black man. I'm a proud black man, and I'm a smart, educated black man. You understand that? I don't fear no white folks. I don't even fear black folks. And yes, I can honestly admit that we got to do a lot of work within the black community. We got to do a lot of work within the black community, man. These gun violence and the drugs and all that, we got to deal with all of that. Black on black crime is higher than ever. Yes, it is. That's a major problem. That ain't the only problem, because that's by design. And we would have to talk outside of this conversation for y'all to even understand. I didn't hear that also. But they did shut down HBCU because of the threats. Yeah. Not a victim. Not a victim. I'm coming in the name of love. But listen, the love that I'm coming up in is not the huggy, kissy love. The love is that unadulterated truth. They're going to speak truth, you know, in spite of and outside of fear. So I'm not going to be afraid to say certain things. I'm going to say it. And I'm not going to be like, yo, can I say this? I'm not doing, can I say none of that? I'm saying it, and that's what it is. We can agree to disagree, right? And we can bring our evidence, but I'm one of the ones that's coming in the name of love. And the love I got is that unadulterated love that Jesus himself would have been practicing. Well, and HBCUs were the main targets, right? They said in some cities, other neighboring colleges closed down just for precautionary measures. So as far as I know, it was mostly HBCUs. Now, it could have been students at other, you know, black students at other universities too. But it's just so sad, man, because anybody can be gotten, as we just saw with Charlie Kirk. Anybody can be gotten. And we got YouTubers, we got people on different social media plats that speak about being Black. They getting threats on their lives. So it's sad that we live in the problem. It said, but the problem is you have compromise bias. Johnny, we will have to talk, and I don't even think you're ready, because if you following up on Trump, I know you ain't ready to have the conversation with me, man. If you're a free thinker, Johnny, if you are a free thinker, then we can talk, or I can teach you how to be a free thinker. But you can't be coming from Trump and believe everything that Fox News and conservative radio is telling you, and then talk about somebody else being biased. That's some of the most biased stuff. Conservative radio is some of the most biased information out. President Trump is biased because when he speaks, he tell them they can't even fact check him. When President Trump speaks, he said, well, Steve said all mainstream media is fake. CNN, even NBC, including Fox, yeah. Race baiting, yeah. But we can't rely on that, man. If you get a story, if I find a story, or if you find a story, what is the world news saying about it? I bet you if you turn the world news, you're probably going to get a whole different perspective than the spin that they put on NBC, CNN, like you said. That was the truth. Somebody said white supremacy is losing. White supremacy is still here and alive, right? And it can't really be identified like it once was. It's in the courts. It's in the U.S. Supreme Courts. It's all over. It's in your jobs. So when we talk about white supremacy, they may be losing, but they have not lost, man. What's going on in Gaza? You blind to that? No, I'm not blind. Right. You got to check out some of my videos, my man. If you ask me about Gaza, they are my videos. Subscribe to my channel. Check out my videos. I speak about Gaza. I don't steer away from anything. But right now, we were just talking about, Trump, this administration, the Charlie Kirk situation, and the suspect that we have, right? Is a young guy. I don't know how he learned how to shoot that good, because they said that shot was like a marksman. It was like spot on. What was Black Lives Matter? They stole. Listen, let me clear this. If you ever hear me say Black Lives Matter, I'm not talking about an organization. I'm talking about Black Lives Matter, because Black Lives Matter even before the organization. I'm not tied with that organization. I can't speak on behalf of that organization. You got to talk to somebody in that organization. But y'all have a problem with even the word Black Lives Matter. No, I don't. How do it matter? So don't ask me about the organization, because I don't know much about them. Yeah, 148 yards is nothing. That's the truth, because I was listening to somebody and they said the worst person in the military can hit you from 300 yards. They said that's not the best, that's the worst. And you mentioned that it was only 140, 150 yards. That was easy. It'd be easy for y'all that's trained, but somebody don't know what they're doing, they're going to trip and mess up. So good point for bringing that. Yeah, they supported the Second Amendment most definitely. He learned to shoot when he was a kid. Okay. DC, all lives are not being killed like Black lives. So take that nonsense somewhere. Thank you. Look at all the pictures that shows him when he was a kid. Guns, 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 and more guns. That's what I'm saying. The Second Amendment, right? The same thing. He was raised under that. And I'm not saying whether that's wrong or right, but yeah, he did get some training that said, nothing about. See how y'all twist stuff out? I know a lot about it, but I'm not representing Black Lives Matter, man. See how y'all are twist words? I never said I didn't know anything. I said I can't speak on their behalf, because when I say Black Lives Matter, I'm talking about Black Lives Matter. I do know about Black Lives Matter and the work they did, but can't nobody hijack no phrase from me. If I say it, just listen to me, please. If I say Black Lives Matter, I'm not pointing towards an organization, which the organization is good on my behalf. They fighting for this and that. So y'all, somebody said he doesn't know anything about Black Lives Matter. I know everything about all that, but I try to make a point, man. Boy, y'all take y'all take stuff and run with it. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying, man. When you bring the truth, you're gonna have people in the comments, but it ain't no thing, man. Speak your piece, brothers and sisters. Talk down on other people, right? Brothers and sisters, if that's who you are, because it's only about who you are. So you saying something negative about somebody else, that just reflects on you. Listen, that's the most that question, dead fist, is one of the most ignorant, ain't no ignorant question, but to ask that. The reason why Black people had to say it because of their treatment. Either you don't know about Black people treatment here in the United States, you don't care, right? Or you just trying to manipulate and run game. White lives always matter here in America, right? Black people had to say Black lives matter because of the police shooting, about different things. When stuff happened to Black people, it was treated like their lives didn't matter. And even to even go further than that, in this country, Black lives were said not to matter. They 3/5 of a man. But that's a whole different topic, man. Y'all not ready for me and what I bring to the table, man. It said, I just ask for kindness, love, care, and humanity. Thank you. Quentin said, see, Quentin about that life. Quentin said 400 feet is nothing. Right. But what I was saying is, for somebody who really don't know what they're doing, they're going to have more of a hard time compared to you. You're going to pull it out and you might hit somebody running. They 3 football fields down and you're going to knock them down, Quentin. There's no comparing him. JT said, yet they're comparing him to Malcolm X. No comparison at all, man. No comparison at all. Malcolm X was standing up for the rights of his people during a time when they was openly getting killed, right? That's why they had to create the Black Panthers, man. They would come in the community and kill Black folks at will. Y'all never experienced that as a white community. That we have Black towns that have been burned down, but that's not what I'm talking about today. They can't compare him to no Malcolm X. Black people are human too, but it's hard for you people to understand 400 years. No, they don't want to understand. People don't want to care. They don't want to understand. Why? Because you less than, you deserve that, and you shouldn't be equal right now. That's the mentality of some people. But guess what? It's good white people, and it's good Black people, and it's bad Black people. But it's just so sad that it's a lot of bad white people that keep this thing going. Either one, they stay silent, or two, they condone it, right? It's that living in the past will always keep your people. Some people don't even know the history. So somebody said living in the past will not hurt us, right? If you don't know your past, like I'm gonna give you the example. You had the Black guy, the video, the Black 14-year-old boy went to the party with all white people. Let me tell you this. You wouldn't have got me out there like that. But see, he probably didn't know his past or didn't believe his past and thought white people was all good. They would never do that to him. He went to that party by himself. It's on tape when they would beat the taste out of his mouth. I know y'all saw the video. One 14-year-old, this recently happened last month. So you have to know your past, man, so you won't repeat it. You have to know your past so you won't repeat it. I wouldn't have been at that party with all them white folks by myself. They invited him to the party and they beat the brakes off of him. He said, listen to God. God makes good choices for us. Okay, either we're responsible for our choices and we make the choices, or God make them for us and he's responsible, right? So there's a lot of choices that we're making or have made or make. We responsible, right? Like they used to have a cartoon to have a devil. Even that's unrealistic, but they got the devil on one side and God on another side speaking to us, but we the ones make the choice. So it's all about us making the choice. Rather more common on one side. Yeah. Neil Wilson. See, that's what I'm saying. Thank you for bringing up Neil Wilson. Thank you for bringing it up. But I don't want to be too far distracted. Not only that, what's the last month the officer was killed when the dude went in Atlanta at the CDC spot and killed the officer. They not even raising that. That officer ain't getting no medal. He ain't getting nothing, but he defending the federal bill. He gets nothing. You're so hateful, even when you want to be peaceful, loving, care. They bring the hate. Mr. Pokerus, you're right. Just because they're black people on Fox News, what did that mean, man? See, we not like Trump. We're gonna force everybody make their own choices, right? But I tell you this, of black men that voted for Trump, less than 20%. Of black women that voted for Trump, less than 8%. So don't try to come with the manipulation. If Fox so bad, why they got black people working there? Man, they got black sports on there. They football comes on there, right? Basketball come on these channels. So don't try to use manipulation, man. That's the problem. Black and white, right and left. The labels are killing America. Yeah, we divided in this country big time. But I gotta stay on my P's and Q's. I'm not choosing. I don't want to be over there and let them lynch me or nah. We catch each other in passing. If it go down like that, that's a different story. Sir, did you ever see or hear what Charlie said from EU? Don't I missed it. It said, when you show up, I bring truth to help set you free. Y'all some funny dudes. MAGA Maxwell already got away. Okay. You are supporting division. No. Somebody said Donald Trump is on top of the Epstein file. That's what all these distractions is about. Because he knee deep in the Epstein files, and a lot of y'all know it, but don't want to talk about that. President Trump is knee deep in them Epstein files. He all through the files. That's why the lady told him, she's like, Trump, you in there. Try to be nice. And ever since they told Trump that, it's been a switch. They done switched. And now they don't want, it said, then why didn't Biden? It wasn't no issue, right? Y'all made it, not y'all. I'm saying Trump made it an issue. He didn't want to talk about when I get elected, I'm going to do this. He made it an issue. So stop deflecting. Trump made it an issue. But he thought that he could protect his name and keep himself out of it. But once, it unleashed, and now people know, now he don't want to release it. They already got the signature, and he done lied to y'all. Y'all got a president that all he does is lie. That's sad. And y'all still support him 100%. That's not my signature, right? You notice Fox News would say one word. They were not. Ron Bell, you right. Fox News been quiet on that situation. They've been quiet on that. They've been quiet. Thank you, PH. It said RIP to the high school kids that died on the same day, but nobody's talking about that. RIP to the high school kid. Yeah. Thank you. I'm out, repent, baptized into the, okay. Yeah, all presidents lie. Not like Trump. This has been the worst. And then he lied right in y'all face because he know y'all gonna go with every word that he say. Some of y'all, some of y'all can think for yourselves, but then there's some hardcore MAGAs, no matter what Trump say, y'all gonna ride with it. Today, Trump can say one thing, right? Yeah, Trump, we with y'all. Tomorrow he can change it, right? Oh, we'll change, we right with you. Man, come on, man. Cut that out. Constantly, but I want to, Donald, he's a goat of liars. Sir T said he's a goat of liars. And now y'all gonna try to say who lied more, man. Because why? Because you want in your heart, you want to continue to support Trump. What does Trump benefit you? What do he really give you, man? What does he really give you besides feeling like he divisive and he can make you feel racist freely, right? Because that won't be challenged. The temperature of this country under President Trump, the temperature of this country under President Trump is set at the norm to be racist, be disparaging against all non-whites. That's why they can mistreat Mexicans and y'all won't say nothing. Because y'all feel like nothing can happen to y'all. We white, so we safe. And they banned humanity since they came out of the cave, those caves. Thank you, Anthony, for saying that. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff coming through, a lot of good stuff coming through. A lot of good stuff coming through. It's kind of going fast. No victim, Jed. What you are saying is 100% right. Sir T, thank you, sir. And they Cebu effing racist. Okay. Name a president that did anything for you. I'm not looking for that. And it's I can do that, but this ain't even the platform for that, man. I can say what Trump has taken, and he has an attack of Black history out of the 30 or 50, 60, 70 years of progress that we trying to make in this country. President Trump is rewinding it back. So even the things that they made, he want to take away your right to vote. He want to make it to where he a king, right? Because this is the second term. And y'all already ride with him. Yeah, he can go vote again. Stay in there. Trump 2028. There's been in the comments, and that's unconstitutional. So either y'all ride with Trump and being unconstitutional. It said, Edor says, a white man, you speak the truth. Man, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. The last word that ever come out of my mouth would be, I love Jesus. I will make it a mission to speak about Jesus as much as whenever I can. Fatal shot game, appreciate that. And not only that, but make sure we living. I don't know you personally, but just make sure we living right, man. And if you see wrong in your circle, I'm not saying just go out and endanger your life, but if it's within your circle around people who you respect and respect you, say something, right? If it's wrong right in your circle, but we're in a society, man, people see wrong all day. They're not going to say something, even to the people that they know and love. So at least to the people you know and love, say something in those instances. I'm not saying go out in the streets because people are crazy and somebody might try to do something to you. Don't put your life in danger like that. But listen, man, as I was saying, you know, when it happened to Charlie Kirk, it was a lot of, soon as it happened, for some reason, they thought it was Black people. And it was just, it's on now, words, and we going. They was going to get their guns and all that. And they put threats on these colleges, these Black colleges and universities, right? And come to find out, is a 22-year-old white guy. And some people probably mad. Man, I thought we was going to be able to set it off. Because they want to hang somebody, right? They want to kill somebody, right? And then we got these sundown towns in the United States in 2025. We got towns that sundown, and that means when the sun go down, you better not get caught in those towns because something will happen to you. I know that sounds like that should never happen, but that's a reality we live in. We living in a time where let me try to catch up on these. I'm Black and I agree with Kirk. Blacks have no accountability. Do you agree with Trump? Trump has no accountability. See, that's what I'm saying. Even y'all, just because you Black, what did that mean to me, man? Some of y'all be sold out for whatever. So don't come on here. I'm Black and I agree with Charlie Kirk. How can you agree with somebody to say disparaging words against you or your own community? I'm not saying everything, but as the minute he say something disparaging, Kurt, I agree with you, but you know, the governor of Utah was praying it was an immigrant. Exactly, man. You think they was if it was an immigrant, you think they deporting people now? They probably would have made a law to deport all Mexicans or Latinos. Thank you. But the governor of Utah did say, man, they pursuing the death penalty. They said that the death penalty is not off the table. Said, what words did Charlie Kirk say about blacks? I'm not even wasting my time with this. You look up the videos, man. Whole bunch of disparaging things. Mark, okay. Jaden Snipes, yeah, I remember you. What's happening? Welcome to the live, man. Welcome to the live. Jesus died for us. You don't have to believe, but in the end, you're going to want. yo. Clearly, you're misinformed. Oh, because I say something you don't agree, but I'm misinformed. You don't know facts. Trump has always helped black people. That's a lie from the pits of hell. Trista, that's a lie from the pits of hell. He has always worked against my people. All you gotta do, either a couple of things happening here. You just so racist, you're gonna agree with everything Trump say, or you don't know, right? Or you just one of the ones drinking his juice and believe everything that's come out of his mouth. But either way, it's sad, man, for you to try to say that to me, to a black man who knows the difference. Don't try that with me. Yeah, Jaden, thank you. He said, really look it up. Look up Biden's comments about having his kids live with. Okay. All you got to do is listen to Trump every day, say something against black people. Charlie Dirt left. That's a movie. No, I seek the truth. Well, if you seek the truth, you'll understand that President Trump is a racist piece of trash. He support white supremacy. That's why he let out 1,600. Stop being blind and it's right in your face. He let out 1,600 of them people who bum rushed the Capitol, who committed treason against this country. Already love my name and help them out any way you can, but if they're Republican and they got a Trump flag and you're a Democrat, I think you should part way and never speak. Hey, who said that? That's something, that's what y'all say. In 2025, you assault your ancestors by using racism as a reason. Listen, man, I got my life in order, but I'm still going to speak facts. My ancestors are proud of me for speaking up and not being afraid of white people or consequences. I can't say that. I'm going to say what I got to say because I know it's white racist people in the world and today. And for you to say that it ain't, man, you lying to yourself. It's a caught for a reason. Literally, there's nothing Trump could do to get these people disavowed. Violence is bad, but Kirk was a POS, period. Okay. Thank you, too, for that, sir. I believe the J6 people are in ICE. Yeah, see, that's another thing. He hired some of these racist people, known racist, white supremacists, and they up in the White House, up in ICE. Ain't no telling all the different departments they in, but they're in the White House. We know that for a fact. And then there's George Soros and the BM scam that incited racial. Every time black people defend themselves, right? Because let me give you a little history lesson. In the 60s, they called Martin Luther King, he's stirring up trouble. If you spoke against what white folks was doing to us, they would try to flip it and blame you. Even Black Lives Matter. Why should Black Lives Matter? This white people saying this because that's that deep-rooted hate, right? That you try to disguise at work as love. I don't buy that. I don't fall for it. I know it's fake. It's not all white people, but there's a lot of wicked white people in the world. That's why they agree with this man and they let this man get in elected over Harris, who had a real plan. Why? Because she was a black woman. That hatred that they got in their heart, that's why they wouldn't vote for her. Better being popular in the moment or being welcome into the kingdom of heaven. Thank you. Somebody asked the question, is it better to try to make it seem? We're not too far from 1960, man. We made, I just said it before, we made progress, but some of the same progress that we made, your president that you voted for most likely is trying to turn it back. See how these racist white folks do? Harris had a low IQ. And he didn't win by that much. He had 77 million votes. She had about 75 million, right? And the scary thing about with this thing here, this is what people are not looking at. With Trump attacking Latinos, and Latinos voted for Trump 60%. That $2 million ads that 2 million vote ads that he had, he no longer has it. So that's why they got to go to Texas and do the gerrymandering. We got to rewrite the maps. They know they messed up. That 60% vote, them Latinos are not voting for them again. So now they got to come up with something else. People always got to say that. Okay, whatever she is, you're the type of black dude that wants. See how you do, man? Johnny Dang is the name you use. Probably is not even his real name. You like to come on here and say little racist, sly stuff. You know, continue to be the person that you are, man. Continue to be the person that your pastor allows you to be in church. You're probably a deacon. You may even be a minister, but keep that facade up while coming on here, right, and showing your true colors. What intelligence did Trump have? Why do we got to tell you what intelligence Harris had? She's living her life. She's doing what she do. But that's racism. And it's so normal probably in your household. Y'all talk like this in your household that y'all come on these lies and think it's normal. Y'all forget that you're not in your house, man. People can see this stuff. But I know y'all don't care. Why? Because you got a racist piece of trash president who thinks just like y'all. That's why some of y'all voted for him. It says starting multiple lives. Yeah. Y'all are good at naming call names, right? But this is the thing, man. Keep the hate that y'all got in your heart. I know better. I know my history. Ain't no way I'm going to a party with all white folks because I know y'all heart. And it's going to be a few here and there sprinkles that might be good. But just like y'all did that 14-year-old teenager, invited him to an all-white party. I wish that brother would have known his history. Ain't no way he would have went to an all-white party. No way in the world. And they got it on videotape. President Trump didn't mention one thing about it. J.D. Vance didn't mention one thing about it. Pete Hegseth didn't mention one thing about that young brother getting beat up in that party. So you don't tell me about racism doesn't exist. It exists every day, man. It's like once the alcohol touched them, you're right. Knowledge born. Thank you, man. Somebody said this. Now somebody bringing up Diddy. Boy, they'll dig deep. These racist folks, they'll dig deep, man. And Robbie said, victim mentality. Robbie, you ain't even heard none of the information. You just come on here because it's in your heart. That's all you got in your heart. Was it John? Yeah. Johnny Dang, they anytime something happened to white people, you best believe they're gonna put it out there. And they put it out. They put it out, man. I love what a great president, you know. Yeah, Bobby, thank you for sharing that. Facts on racist. What do you mean by facts? Y'all don't believe in facts. That's why y'all want to change history, right? Don't talk about facts, man, with me, man. Y'all not ready for that conversation. Y'all want to whitewash everything. You talk about facts, get that white Jesus off of there, man. Wasn't nothing white about Jesus but the bottom of his feet, man. Don't play with me, man. Talk about facts and history. Don't you dare try to play with me. Y'all are the number one people of misinformation, disinformation. That's what y'all do. Why? Because you can't handle the truth. So understand when you worshiping Jesus, you worshiping a black person. So just because you put that white person on the wall, that means nothing. Talk about like y'all believe in the truth and believe in history. That's why Trump wanted to change. We want to change this history. We wanted nothing but lies, man. Now they want to switch it. Stop living in the past. Well, let's not live in the past. Get that white Jesus off of your wall, man. Black people have created so much and so much good. Why do y'all try to make everything black and white? I just come here and I'm gonna speak my blackness because I'm proud to be black. When y'all try to come with that garbage, I'm gonna let you know I'm a black man. I'm proud, not afraid. It's not a white man, right, that I put above me for the sake of being white. It's not none. Nothing inferior here. Y'all are not superior. That's a lie from the pits of hell. Come on, man. Jesus wasn't black or white. What was he then, man? See how y'all try to do? Well, he was Middle Eastern. Come on, man. What? If Africa was so bad, why y'all continue to steal his minerals, man? See how y'all try to throw punches that you're not ready for? Y'all continue even to the day robbing Africa. There's white folks over there trying to take elephant tucks, the ivory. Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all not ready for that, man. He was not black. yo, I know it hurt your heart, man. You've been worshiping, bowing to this white Jesus for years, and now you realize that he was a black man. You're not black. I know it's hard for you to accept the truth. My only words to you, man, get over it, man. The land, they stole the land, but now they got presidents rising up saying, get up out of here. And Trump let the 59 whites from South Africa come over. They're taking their land. Yeah, this is stolen land. What was Hebrew? Hebrew was black, man. Hebrew was up. Y'all be speaking at half. Don't come to me who know who he is, man. He wasn't white, he was Hebrew. When you see a Hebrew, who do you see, man? When it's described in Revelations about Jesus and his appearance, who do you see? The original man was a black man. Can no other race make a black man? Y'all got me off topic right now, but I hate when y'all try to come with this nonsense. Go try that on some of these other lives who really don't know their history or where they come from. But you dealing with a whole different man. You dealing, Johnny Dang, you's a straight clown, man. I'm saying I got to call you this, but you want to come here and talk this junk. First of all, what's your real name? Johnny Dang? Number races in you. Yeah, the Jews over there are European. He said, Jews are European. Y'all some funny dude, miseducated, misguided. Listen, you must, Johnny Dang, you keep talking, man. You got the God complex. Wasn't nothing white about Jesus but the bottom of his feet, man. And that's a sad reality you got to deal with, man. Any of the prophets, name one white prophet that you know in the Bible. You name one white prophet, man. And I didn't even come on here to do this, but man, y'all be coming talking this, oh, this and that. You guys are the first humans that didn't even evolve further. Thanks for acknowledging us being the first, man. We did evolve. We just wasn't corrupt by evil. What got y'all is greed. That's why when they invited y'all to Africa to learn, they had to teach y'all because y'all was uncivilized. Y'all came over there and all y'all can think of, we got to come back to these libraries. It was so much knowledge and information in there. So we did evolve. We just wasn't consumed like y'all was with greed. Y'all had evil and wicked intentions. He said, Jews is not a race, it's a religion. But Jesus was of a race, man. He was of the 12 tribes of Judah, right? Of Israel. So, but man, I thank y'all, man. This is nothing black neither. But Africa hasn't invented nothing in the past. Everything, some of the inventions that you know about are using resources from Africa. So you cannot downplay Africa. You can tell these people these uneducated people who don't know anything, but you can't say it here, man. What have white people invented? What have white people created, right? Besides lies, deceptions, and all that. And I'm going to rewind it back because I'm not even going to stoop to y'all level. There are some good white people in the world. There are some good people. They learned everything in Egypt, most definitely, which is in Africa. For a lot of y'all didn't know. Egypt's in Africa? I didn't know that. I can say hurtful things. Listen, man. You clowns, I'm gonna say it to you, man. You clowns tomorrow, I can say hurtful things. It won't be truthful. Because y'all was nothing but debauchery. Y'all created the debauchery, man. Go to the Roman Empire, man. Empire. Don't get me started, man, about y'all. Did you know we didn't even call it Africa? It was a Kibalan, man. That was the name of it, as far back as we know. And it might go further back. It might have been named something else. But a Kibalan was the name of Africa. So proud of black men. Not a lot of them, man. A lot of black people stood on business because they knew that he was a racist piece of trash. So they didn't vote for Trump. But thank you. White people not only sold slaves, but they took slaves, right? And since then, they have been thieving and pilgriming. Everywhere white people touch has been corrupted. Everywhere. There's nowhere they went and made it better, especially not morally, because there's no more good morals in them. Not saying all, but a lot of them. Boy, y'all are misinformed. I'm ready to wrap this up, man, because right now I done got my information out. But thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for taking the time to listen. You know, those who got it, good. Those who didn't get it, if it don't apply, man, let it go by, man. They got to say that racism got to say everything negative about Africa. But yet y'all still over there till in 2025, over there stealing. Even to the day, man, stealing. It's that I believe God said, have a nice day. Then God made other people talk other languages, so other people went with these people who spoke the same languages. Yeah, that's in Genesis. Okay. I'm looking at that poorly. Phoenix, I know you don't know nothing. Go sit in the Robbie. It's in your heart, man. It's in your nature. I would expect nothing less than you, man. Your family might even taught you that evilness and that wickedness, man. Okay. Y'all said, listen, the thing about it, man, I'm gonna just wrap it up with this, man. A lot of the hatred, even the hatred that you see in the comment, when Charlie Kirk got unalive, a lot of people was on social media talking about we're mad at the black people. Thought black people did it, made threats to HBCUs, right? And come to find out it was a white 22-year-old. Big Kahuna said Jesus caused all to be service to the poor, sick. Why is the Trump is not doing that? They going against everything that you just said, Big Kahuna. So if they were so godly Christian people, why they not doing what you just said? Then somebody said, Miles Freeman said a straight up racist comment. I'm not going to appreciate, but that's normal to y'all. Y'all do this in your houses. This is who y'all are. Well, that's how you see him. I don't see him like that, but thank you. Man, basically, man, y'all got a lot of studying and researching to do. Some of y'all just want to stay in your nest under Trump's butt and follow the lies that he teach y'all. Because you can't think for yourself, some of y'all. But for those, man, good people, man, real people who have said some real stuff in the comments, thank you. I appreciate you. For the rest, man, continue with your racism. Continue with your racism. But thank you, man. Let me see. Anybody got any last comment? Anybody got any last thoughts or comments, man? Because these people is sad. But I see why they voted for him. And Trump did mention if he ever run, he would run Republican because he like they the easiest to manipulate. They can't think for himself. Basically, what he said if he go shoot somebody in the middle of the street, that y'all was still supporting. And I'm gonna close on that, man. Until next time, man. Y'all be safe out there. Peace.